What happens when the two Saturn-ruled signs of the zodiac, Aquarius and Capricorn, come together in a romantic situation? It's very complex, and I would love to talk about it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mina with another love compatibility video for you. If you don't know me, I'm a professional astrologer. My name is Mina and I love talking about astrology with you. I love sharing my knowledge. It's something I'm really passionate about. If that's something you like, please smash subscribe for good luck. We can stay connected. I do release weekly videos. Also, drop some likes on my videos. It helps spread the good work I'm doing. I am very appreciative. All right, you guys, what happens when the two Saturn grandpas, like the super grandpa Capricorn and the grandpa on a motorcycle Aquarius? What happens when they come together in a romantic situation? Let's talk about it. So it's important to know that this is Saturn expressed through two different elements and two different modalities. So we have Capricorn, Saturn expressed through Earth cardinal. So like moving up in life, wanting to reach goals that bring forth practical success, fulfillment, abundance, money. They like that. And building a legacy, building a reputation from that legacy. It's a very serious Saturn, and it is more self-motivated. It's more self-driven. It's more about establishing financial security for oneself. So cardinal signs, are a little bit on the selfish side. Unless you're Libra. Libra is so relationship oriented. I can see that as the less selfish cardinal sign, but in general, cardinal is just very self-focused. So then you have Aquarius, which is Saturn expressed through fixed air. So very stubborn ideas, but very future-oriented ideas. While Capricorn believes in self-reliability, self-responsibility, Aquarius also believes in that, but they believe in social responsibility of collective thought, because they are building the social ambient atmosphere of the future, and they want to benefit people. They want to benefit groups of people through their construction of future thought, the way society needs to be thinking in order to go into the future. So they take social issues extremely serious in that Saturn way. They believe what we say matters a lot, because that is a building block that helps either destroy a very good future or build it. And they're very idealist because of this, because they want to believe in a social utopia where everyone is benefiting, everyone is happy, everyone's free, everyone can say what they want and have freedom of expression in that way. And they are the friendship sign too, I will say. They love friends and they love just networking in that air element way. Whereas Capricorn is a little bit more self-focused. Aquarius is focused on itself, but also on the other, because they are thinking of building that future ideal society for people. Whereas Capricorn is, more so thinking about what they're building for themselves. And if it happens to help someone, that's good, but their main objective is to get ahead in life and to have a very high amount of practical security for themselves. So how do they come together? Well, they're both ruled by Saturn. So, they both can kind of understand each other in that way and understand where they're coming from. They both do have kind of a sober view of life. Even though Aquarius is very idealistic, it also understands the reality of the world, and they can't ignore that. So yes, they're as idealistic as Pisces, but they also understand reality. So it's a very unique viewpoint in Aquarius has because of that mindset. And Capricorn is super sober. Like, they like to know the reality and they like to build things upon the reality that they see. So they both can just like have a very realistic view of what a relationship actually is and what could happen and how to deal with things as they happen. Like, I don't think anything would surprise this couple, because they probably have already talked about everything that could go wrong, and like, they're working out a business contract here. They're both Saturn people, and yeah, so they can understand each other in that way. Like, they can know that, hey, we might not be super romantic all the time, but this is what a relationship is, and this is our agreement for this relationship. They you could go over rules, like Saturn is about rules. I mean, Saturn is a super responsible planet. It is traditionally rules death. It is about our hard life lessons. It's an area in our life where we're insecure about, and because of that, we need to work super hard for it. So Aquarius is working hard on their mind and on their relationships with people and on their image, because their image is what they use to relate to other people. And Capricorn is working on just everything, because they view themselves as a walking resume, and they'll work on any aspect of themselves that is relevant for them getting ahead in life, practically, career, you know, just anything to get that stability. So yeah, they both are very Saturn. They both can discuss things very matter-of-factly. They both aren't super romantic in that way, so they can feel safe. You know, Saturn likes to feel safe. They can feel safe with one another because they can talk about anything mostly without hurting each other's feelings. Yeah, so they can feel bonded in that way and very understood. And they can feel like there's a loyalty there, because Saturn does glue people together through responsibility. And Aquarius is people-oriented, so they can feel if Capricorn is a friend, if they see them as a friend because they like to fall in love with friends, they can feel a responsibility to them in that Saturn way, because they take social bonds seriously. Saturn ruled. Capricorn, likewise, if they view Aquarius as a good investment and someone that will help them in their upward climb in life and not take them down the ladder, they can, you know, give them that loyalty too. They can, you know, say, hey, this is what we agreed upon, and we're going to be stuck together, glued like Saturn, and we're going to work things out as they come, because we trust each other, we are sober, we discussed all the rules. Saturn is about rules, and we're good to go. So they can be just very good, close friends in this way, because yeah, there's the Saturn glue, gluing them together. And, you know, Aquarius can be inspired by Capricorn's extreme work ethic. And, you know, they like people who can self-restrain, because they are self-restraining in a lot of ways too, even though they're a little bit more free-spirited. Capricorn can appreciate that Aquarius is very intelligent, and they can appreciate how they are trying to build an ideal future, and they can appreciate their brilliant ideas and their scientific mind, especially if it aligns with what they want in life, and if it aligns with their career goals especially. They could also like how Aquarius is a loyal friend, because they believe what they see with their eyes. So they're like, oh, if they're loyal to these people that they care about, that means they're going to be loyal to me. So yeah, they can really admire each other in that way. So where could it, I don't even want to say where can it go wrong, because this is just a very complex pairing. So let's discuss the complexities. Well, I want to say they also could both like each other, because Saturn doesn't like whiny people, and they're both ruled by Saturn. So they can appreciate that one another is very self-accountable in that Saturn way, and doesn't whine, and just, you know, stays working towards a better future for themselves. So yeah, they're both about future. Capricorn's about their own future. Aquarius is about everyone's future. So yeah, they can respect that they're not whiners. But Aquarius does have a heart for people marginalized by society, and can say, well, you know, they do have a little bit of a God complex. They can say, well, it's okay if you whine, because I understand how society has wrecked you. And Capricorn is more like, I get what you're saying, Aquarius, but we're all responsible for ourselves. Life sucks, and we all have to do it. We all pay taxes and die. So yeah, they are so Saturn, but different, because it's just Saturn expressed differently. So Aquarius can think Capricorn's very cold in that way towards their ideal utopian society dreams. And Capricorn can think that Aquarius has their head in the clouds and is not very practical in that way. So yeah, they can miss the mark there. Capricorn is also the quicker Saturn in terms of relationships and anything really, because Capricorn is cautious energy, but it's also cardinal. Cardinal adds a quickness to any sign and any element, even something immovable like Earth. So if they are sure about the Aquarius, if they see that, you know, they, like I said, they view everyone as walking resumes, including themselves. If they see that Aquarius is worth the risk of getting to know and building, you know, they're both builders because they're ruled by Saturn, building a relationship with, then they will jump in because Cardinal is quick. But Aquarius, on the other hand, is much slower. It's fixed air. So Aquarius can be kind of cool with chilling and waiting for fate to push people together, push them together with someone, and they can, you know, wait for signs that this is the perfect ideal person. They want to be punched in the face because they are modernly ruled by Uranus. So they kind of just want to be punched in the face and by fate and shown that, hey, this is the ideal perfect person that you've been waiting for. And then they're just like all in. But that can take a bit sometimes. So Capricorn could be like, Aquarius, time is money and my time is my most valuable resource. You're making me wait way too long. I'm pulling out. I'm not going to wait forever, because Capricorn doesn't waste time and it doesn't like to wait on things like that because it is cardinal. So it might get impatient and pull out from the Aquarius, whereas the Aquarius can feel rushed by the Capricorn in that way because it's not as quick, and it can be like, well, this is who I am, you know, because it's fixed. Fixed signs are stubborn and take it or leave it. So it could be like a clashing of speeds here and wills, and yeah, they could see the world differently. Like I said, Aquarius way more idealistic, Capricorn's more like cold and harsh Saturn facts. And they can be like practically not on the same page because Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, but they're idealists. So they might not be as concerned with things like money, even though they love freedom and they do use money to gain freedom like all the freedom needing signs do, but they could be less focused on their own personal financial ascension. Whereas for Capricorn, not only is that like necessary for them, it's necessary for their partner to be on the same page with them in that way. So Capricorn is more traditional than Aquarius, and this is important because regardless of gender, Capricorn might be stingy with most people, but within a relationship, they are willing to financially commit to someone and mix in that way, and they also expect that in return. Whereas Aquarius, yes, they're Saturn ruled, but they're more so about a social responsibility to the Capricorn, like, hey, my bond with you, my friendship with you is what glues us together, not finances. And they can be like more going Dutch, like being more financially independent and not mixing in that way. So yeah, that can throw off Capricorn and that can throw off Aquarius, just not viewing financial responsibility within a relationship in the same light. Capricorn can also think that Aquarius is too risk-taking, because Capricorn is risk-taking, but they're only risk-taking if the, you know, success rate is worth it and if the objective is worth it. So they could view Aquarius as a little too erratic sometimes, and they might think that Aquarius is a little bit too generous with people, because like I said, Aquarius doesn't like whiny people, but it does have a heart for marginalized outcasts of society. So they can be like very generous with their money with those people and their time, and this can make Capricorn like thrown off a little bit, because Capricorn is a little bit stingy, and you know, it works so hard for their resources, they don't give them out for free, they don't give them out so willingly. So they can clash in this way too. But you guys, like in the end, I think they're just both so loyal. So if they can get on the same page, like hopefully if Capricorn can just be like, oh, I see Aquarius as a good investment, I want to spend my time with them, I want to build something with them, and Aquarius, like hopefully fate punches them in the face around that time and they could be on the same speed and pace as Capricorn, then I think they can be like best friends, and I think they could be a beautiful couple, because Saturn ruled people are mostly beautiful. Yeah, I think they could be pretty solid. They could be loyal to one another, very practical, very sober, and I think they can help build each other's vision. Aquarius can push the traditional way, cold way that Capricorn sees things. Maybe they can make Capricorn more generous. Maybe they could help Capricorn along their upward climb in life by helping them build better social skills. And maybe Capricorn can help refine Aquarius's often way too idealistic visions of the future, so they can help them with the practical aspects of reaching that utopia, reaching that dream. And yeah, maybe teach them that not everyone deserves your generous Aquarian heart, and maybe to pull back sometimes. But anyway, I really love this couple because I feel like they can understand each other with those Saturns, and if they could get on the same speed, get on the same page financially, and you know, really make a solid contract with one another, I think they could be just a amazing rock solid couple. But yeah, it is complex, I can't lie. So let me know what you think about Capricorn and Aquarius coming together in a romantic way in the comments. I love to read those, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.